Hi guys, it's your girl Alicia. So today is inauguration day here in the United States. Joe Biden is going in as president and Kamala Harris is going in as the first black woman vice president, soon to be president. Anywho, I am going for a power breakfast today. Okay, so don't judge me, but look at my child over there. Look at his power breakfast. Say good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so he's having a glazed donut with raspberry ginger tea. Okay, all right. Then let me get back to business over here with the real power breakfast. We'll quit that donut out later with this granola bar that we're gonna be making. So we're making homemade granola bar from scratch. We have the oatmeal. This is hemp heart. Hemp. I'll show you the bag. Organic hemp hearts. The seed of the hemp plant, and they take the shell off of it, so that's just the heart of the hemp. I have toasted sesame seeds here, flaxseed over here, slivered almond, pecans, walnut, pumpkin seed, cranberries and raisins, dark chocolate. And when you're making a granola bar, the sticky part of the bar is going to be guava paste, okay, and almond paste. This is what's going to make the bar stick together. So we're going to put all of this in my food processor. And in the food processor, instead of using the chopping blade, we're going to be using, my food processor comes with a handy dandy plastic blade that's not going to chop anything. It's just going to mix. So this is what we're using in the food processor. For flavor, we're going in with some cinnamon and ground allspice, which is nutmeg. And, you know, to add a little bit of a power to our granola bar, we're splashing a little bit of matcha powder and MCT oil powder, which is coconut powder. So that's the ingredients for our granola bar. As I said, everything is going into our food processor. When I come back, I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out of the food processor. So right in the food processor, we're going to be putting in the paste, the almond paste, the guava paste, and all the nuts and oatmeal. When we come out of the blender, that's when we're going to be adding in the dry cranberries and raisins and chocolate. All right, we'll be back. Okay guys, we're back, and I'm going to be putting the granola, everything together with backdrop. We have the inauguration going on in the background, so you're gonna hear the inauguration going on as we make our power breakfast granola bar. Here we go. I'm going in with the oatmeal and the seeds, like the sesame seed and flax seed. I'm just trying to bring it over. Will be ready to have some of their. All right, so try not to make a mess. Here we go. That's going in. Almond paste. So, because we're trying to do the sticky part of the granola now. So almond paste going in, and what's left of my my guava paste, because Kyra came eating it. So chunks of guava paste going in. At this point, I'm going to be adding our cinnamon. And there's no measurement. Pour to your heart's content. I like cinnamon. So So I'm putting an extra amount of cinnamon, going in with ground ginger, ground nutmeg. I'm watching the TV as Kamala and her husband meet the Obamas hugging. I thought we weren't supposed to hug. Okay. Going in with a nice portion of organic coconut oil. Nice chunk. And this is just the glue part of it we're preparing, guys. So all of this is going to be the glue. I think I want to add the cranberries and raisins. There's no hard and fast. It's just throw in to your heart's content. And then we're going to put the cover on. Okay, why is my thing not closing here? Locked.
So we are watching right now the Vice President Kamala Harris.
I'm having a little bit of
she and her husband will become the second gentleman, but the nation's first, as I mentioned before, to ever play that role for our nation. And he's waving right there. And
all right.
So as we await,
I'm gonna go find out why my mixer is not closing properly, and then when I come back, this would have been mixed. Trust me, I'm gonna make sure it's mixed, and I'll come back. All right. So,
forging a more perfect union.
Ta-da! This is what we look like. Coming to the stretch now. The only thing that we have left to add is all the nuts, the almond, pecan, walnut, and I have the pumpkin seed here. That's the last addition. And then I'm going to mix it again, and then the final addition will be the chocolate. But we're not going to add the chocolate until after we've taken these bars out of the oven. We're going to sprinkle the chocolate on top so that the chocolate is just going to melt from the remaining heat and give it a nice chocolate crust on top. So here we go, blending in our nuts, and we're coming down to the final stretch of this powerful granola bar. We'll be back. Voila, and we're done. Blending complete. Everything is nice and sticky.
And with that, our great national debate goes forward.
And now we're gonna turn this over into our grease pan. I'm gonna fix the camera where you can, where you'll see how I put it on the pan. We'll be right back. Okay, so we're now going to put our granola on a lined, wax paper lined tray, baking tray.
Trust of the spirit to cherish and care and stand by others, and above all those most in need.
Woo.
It is called
It's
love,
nice and sticky.
and its path is to give evermore.
And what you're gonna do is just press this
Today
out
it is called
on the sheet.
patriotism, born not of power and privilege, but of care for the
Even
common
if you
good,
have a rolling pin, the rolling
with
pin
malice
can
toward
help you
none, and with charity for all.
press this out.
For our new president, we beg of you the wisdom Solomon sought when he knelt before you and prayed.
I'm gonna grab my
for
rolling pin,
understanding heart,
if I can
so that
find
you
it.
can govern your people and know the difference between right and wrong. We
There we
trust
go.
in the counsel
The
of
rolling
our
pin will help you.
If any of you lacks wisdom, you should
Kinda
ask God, who gives generously to
roll it
all
out.
without finding fault, and it will be given to you. Pope Francis has reminded us how important it is to dream together. By ourselves, he wrote, we risk seeing mirages, things that are not there. Dreams, on the other hand, are built together. Be with us, holy mystery of love, as we dream together. Help us under our new president to reconcile the people of our land.
The rolling pin is doing a really nice job of just kind of spreading it out on the pan.
To the glory of your name, forever.
Gives you
Amen.
a nice even spread. Right. So here we go. We're spread it out and ready to go. This goes in the oven and we're gonna just toast it off for about 10-15 minutes. 350 for about 10-15 minutes. Look at that. And after this comes out of the oven, when it's still hot and toasty, that's when we're going to be adding our chocolate on top. And I did also go ahead, I found some cocoa powder. So I put like a tablespoon of cocoa powder, mixing it in with the chocolate, and that's going to be on top after it gets out of the oven. So we're putting this baby in for about 10-15 minutes, more closer to 10 minutes, I think. Should crisp it up nicely. And then when it gets out of the oven, chocolate, and then we're gonna cut it. We'll be back. Okay, final stretch. So we're out of the oven and it's nicely toasted. I only kept it in for 10 minutes. So I'm just gonna clear the edges. I'm gonna use my scraper to cut while it's hot. I'm just gonna score it, because if you wait until it's cold, what's gonna happen is that it's going to be brittle and it's gonna break when you cut it. So cut it while it's hot.
Not today, not tomorrow, not ever, not ever.
And that's our newly elected president in the background, as you can tell.
Those who supported our campaign, I'm humbled by the faith you place in us. To all those who did not support us, let me say this. Hear me out as we move forward. Take a measure of me and my heart. If you still disagree, so be it. That's democracy. That's America. The right to dissent peaceably within the guardrails of our republic is perhaps this nation's greatest strength. Yet hear me clearly.
Okay.
Disagreement must not lead to disunion. And I pledge this to you. I will be a president for all Americans. All
Mr. President for all. Just cut the check, Joe. Reparations for them black Americans. I don't get it, but that don't mean they don't deserve it. So, there goes my granola. Still hot out of the oven. The tray's hot. What I'm going to do now, this is my chocolate that I'm just going to be sprinkling on top. And then I'm just gonna put it back in the hot oven so the chocolate melts. This is my chocolate and cocoa powder mix.
Security, liberty, dignity, respect.
All right.
And yes,
So
truth.
that's the end of my inauguration morning power bars.
There is truth and there are lies.
Granola nuts toasted to perfection. Like my video, share my video. It's your girl Alicia. Bye.
As citizens, as Americans.